On your left.
Oh yeah. Shout out to Voodoo, producer of this beat here. The same guy that brought you Nature the Threat by Razcast. We'll bring you something that's Nature the Threat, Nature Deception. This is Wolfgang Amadeus set in the West Chronicles. Look, what we got here today is just a little review of the documentary, the Hulu documentary, Anscape documentary, The Honorable Shyne. Shyne's journey from Grammy winning rapper to imprisoned convict. His life from being a convict to his political transition in Belize. It's a good documentary. Shout out to the people over at Anscape. Angela, one of the EPs, chopped it up with her. She's cool, folks, and I remember her talking about this project, and yo, I was ready for it even back then. But then the way everything is evolving with what's going on with Diddy, and then the whole thing with Shyne, and then the whole thing with Natania Rueben, and my connections to Natania Rueben, and I'm working on a project with her as well. It's very interesting. This is a very interesting situation. So the documentary, the Honorable Shyne, just talks about Shyne Barrow. I thought his name was Jamal Shyne Barrow, but his name is Moses Barrow. He's from Belize. My stepdad was from Belize. May he rest. From Belma Pond or Belize City. I think he's from that same area, and he is there now, and he wants to become prime minister. And this documentary is like kind of setting him up to kind of show his redemption story. In my opinion, we had a lot of people from his past who spoke on the doc on him. We also had Gene Dill. Shout out to Gene Dill. Gene was spitting. Charlemagne and Nori. Nori had some funny shit to say. She was hilarious. He said everybody goes to jail and they, become 5%, or they become, nation or Muslim or whatever, exact whatever, or they become hardcore Christian. But he's like, he's the first person. Shyne's the first person I ever seen go to jail and come out Jewish and come out with the curly. I was dying. I mean, it got its moments, man. This documentary is definitely crafted very well, and the highlight of it is when he went to that club and that shooting occurred. It was a very high-profile New York nightclub shooting, and he being affiliated with Puffy, signed to Puffy. Shyne was signed to Bad Boy, and was convicted for and did 10 years of prison in 2001, while Puffy was acquitted. It talks about his rise from the New York streets to the industry, and how Liar Cohen co-signed him and wanted to sign him, and who he started out with, and just him getting shot in the streets at a young age. It's eye-opening. It was a very good documentary. Like I said, shout out to the people who pieced that together. And like I said, I look at Shyne now. It's like, to be honest, he's a very great chameleon, because he turns on the accent, he turns off the accent. He does sound like Big, he don't sound like Big. No disrespect, but I just said he's a great chameleon. This was a very great project. So if you're not doing anything this weekend, I would advise you to go check out The Honorable Shyne. It's on Hulu right now, and I'm gonna watch it again. Moving forward, we do have this situation that's going on with Puffy, with Diddy, the Diddler, the dishonorable Diddler. Speaking of, it's funny. Shyne says something in relation to this dishonorableness. He said everything he's been through has been conditioned and prepared for him to be molded into where he is presently. But where I am at is where I want to be. I made the choice at 18 years old to say I wasn't going to do and I wasn't going to be dishonorable. and he said he wasn't going to get his friends in trouble to get himself out of trouble. And essentially he didn't say, yeah, it wasn't me, it was Puffy. He didn't say anything about the nightclub shooting, like, to save himself. He went ahead and did it like a G, and I give him props for that. Now, when it comes out to what's going on with him and Natania Rueben, I know Natania told me that she had not been paid. I think she got paid by everybody that was pretty much involved in that shooting, because Natania Rueben is the young lady who unfortunately was shot in the face during the nightclub shooting in 1999, and she has not been compensated by Shyne. She has not been paid by Shyne. And for him to speak and talk about his religion and his spiritual walk, and him going to Israel and this and that, but he hasn't given recompense to anything dealing with Natania, is kind of crazy. So I think, you know, he may need to answer to that whole little situation. And he said he wasn't going to do anything dishonorable, which, like I said, he didn't. He didn't get any. He didn't snitch on Puffy. He didn't snitch on J-Lo. In the documentary, they talk about that too, and Natania's featured in it, but she's not featured in it. And that's another conversation. Long story short, though, it's very interesting because she basically is still going through a lot of traumatic stuff from that incident. Her no fault of her own. Shyne has gone on to do great things for his country at Belize, and I'm sure he'll become prime minister, and I got much faith in him, and he'll do the right thing. Go ahead and get it right with Natania, Shyne. That's all I really got to say. That's all I got to say. Now, the breaking news with Puffy, with Diddy. All right, so with Diddy, it looks like they won't do anything until Monday. So I guess what's going on right now is the request is for him to be under total restrictions on his ability to see or contact anyone but them. Prosecutors argued that no bail conditions can migrate Combs' risk of obstruction and dangerousness to others. You know, Diddy routinely broke the jail rules by while he was in lockup, and the prosecutors accused him of attempting to interfere with witness and taint the jury pool. That's something else that we gotta look into, because there's a lot with that. Now, will he be released? I'm not sure, but if he gives up who he needs to give up, because I said it, I tweeted this some time ago, I said Diddy's finna snitch, and it looks like that's what's finna happen, because he is, they saying he's finna give up, he got some stuff about Oprah that he has some footage. I can't confirm it, but I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of look more into it down the line. But this is going to be very interesting. And with the whole obstructing the jury pool, I just got word that there's a bunch of people out here that are basically lying, talking about their victims and this and that, but they're not victims. And I'm gonna dig a little deeper into that as well. I just gotta do my research and do my my due diligence, because I'm trying to be as credible as possible when it comes to this whole thing. They said this case isn't about violence. The defendant has engaged in physical, sexual, emotional abuse of his romantic partners for years. He's hit, he's kicked, he's dragged. And they just tried to turn around and say, well, you know, he didn't drag Cassie back to the freak off and the tape was edited or the video was edited. But come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. Diddy, you're wrong. Diddy, you know you're wrong. The dishonorable Diddy. Anyway, y'all, we'll see how this all plays out. I'll keep y'all posted. We out.